All right, chapter 4. There's going to be a quiz at the end. All right, are we ready? Signs of the Lord's power. But Moses protested again. What if they won't believe in me or listen to me? So here he is, still protesting and not trusting in God. Do you believe that? Like, if the God of the universe tells you to do something,
you do.
Don't you think he's planning to help you? But Moses just kept coming back and saying, God, I'm not a good talker. I stutter when I speak. I am just this little old Moses. Why would you use me? Choose someone else, God. He literally told God, send someone else, not me. Please, make someone else go. I don't even know why you want to send me, but you're going to have to send someone else. That's essentially what Moses tells God, and I'm about to read to you. So here it is. Moses protested again. He said, what if they won't believe me or listen to me? What if they say then the Lord never even appeared to you, Moses? And then the Lord asked him, what is that in your hand? A shepherd's staff? Moses replied. Hey, Kendall, didn't you have a shepherd's staff that you didn't even want to use for Halloween? Yeah, the staff that is...
Because he got a new costume.
Uh-huh. Yeah, well, your first costume was the best costume of all because you had the shepherd's staff. Where are you going? Don't you dare. Nope, we don't need props tonight. Get back in your seat. Nope, we don't need it. Then he said, what's that in your hand? And Moses said, a shepherd's staff. And he said, throw it down on the ground. So Moses threw it down on the ground. And guess what it turned into?
Snake.
Woo! Good job, Abby. Moses jumped back. Then the Lord told him, reach out and grab its tail. So Moses reached out and he grabbed that snake's tail and it turned back into a staff. A stick. You're right. It's like a stick in his hands.
I forgot it.
And then the Lord said, perform this sign. So pretty much in order for the Israelites to believe Moses about God sending him and get them to follow him, Moses was gonna have to essentially become a magician for them to believe him. Isn't that sad? Gosh, I wish people would just believe you didn't that you didn't have to perform all kinds of signs and miracles, you know? All right, God said, then they will believe that the Lord, the God of their ancestors, the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, really has appeared to you. Then the Lord said to Moses, now put your hand inside your cloak. So your cloak, your jacket. So Moses put his hand inside of his jacket, right? And when he took his hand out, his hand was as white as snow, with a severe skin disease. Yikes! Now put your hand back in your cloak, the Lord said. So Moses put his hand back in. And when he took it out again, it was healthy as the rest of his body. The Lord said to Moses, if they do not believe you and you are not convinced by the first miraculous sign, they will be convinced by the second sign. And if they don't believe you or listen to you even after those two signs, then take some water for the Nile River and pour it out on dry ground. And when you do, the water from the Nile will turn to blood on the ground. Whoa, that's scary. So he's taken, what was he doing, Kendall? What did God just tell him to do? Ask Kendall.
Water. Wait.
What did God just tell him to do if they didn't believe him for the third time?
Put something in the river and it will turn into blood.
No. He told him to, see, I knew you weren't listening. He told him to take the water out of the river and pour it out on dry ground. And when he poured that bucket of water onto the ground, the puddle on the ground was going to turn into blood. And that was going to be the third sign. But Moses pleaded with the Lord. He said, "Oh Lord, I'm not very good with words. I never have been. And I'm really not now. Even though you have spoken to me, I get tongue-tied and my words get tangled." Then the Lord asked Moses, "Who makes a person's mouth? Who decides whether people speak or do not speak, hear or do not hear, see or do not see? Is it not I, the Lord? Now go, I will be with you as you speak, and I will instruct you what to say." But Moses again pleaded. Boy, he's getting annoying, isn't he?
Yes!
I don't know. Would that annoy you? I mean, let me tell you, if I tell you to go do something, like go clean your room or something, and you just keep coming back.
I hate cleaning my room.
I mean, obviously not clean your room is a bad example, but my goodness, Moses, just do as you're told, right?
Yes!
But let's hear what he says again. Let's hear it. You ready? "Lord, please send someone else, anyone else." That's what he said. Can you believe that? God is over here, and he's like, "Kendall, I chose you to lead my people out of Egypt." It's Amazon, don't worry about it. "To lead my people out of Egypt, Kendall, out of all the people on the planet, thousands, millions, trillions, and billions. I chose you, Kendall." And Kendall is speaking back to the Lord, being like, "Lord, no, you chose the wrong boy. I cannot do it. You know I can't do it, even though you created my mouth. Listen, you gotta send someone else." Right?
Yeah.
Do you think if the Lord ever came to you, Kendall, what do you think you're gonna tell him that?
Yes.
Oh gosh, I sure do hope not. Yeah, Abby, get off the stairs and come back and sit down. We're not done.
Mom, can I tell you?
We're almost done. All right. Yes, in a minute. Let me just finish because I want to finish this, okay? Moses again pleaded with the Lord, "Please send someone else, anyone else." And guess what happened this time?
What?
What do you think happened when the Lord... What do you think happened this time?
He ran away.
No. Do you think maybe God got a little mad at him?
Yes!
Yeah, I think so too. And that's what this says. "Then the Lord became angry with Moses, and he said, 'All right. What about your brother Aaron, the Levite? I know he speaks well, and look, he's on his way to meet you now. He will be delighted to see you. Talk to him and put the words in his mouth, and I will be with both of you as you speak. I will instruct you both in what to do. Aaron will be your spokesman to the people. He will be your mouthpiece, and you will stand in the place of God for him, telling him what to say. Take your shepherd's staff with you and use it to perform the miraculous signs that I have shown you." So God wanted Moses to do it, but since Moses was so whiny and kept whining to God, which is so funny because he said, "Your brother is on his way to meet you now." Kind of funny how God knew that ahead of time and already sent his brother to meet him. It's like God knew that Moses was gonna chicken out.
What's chicken out
Means he was too scared.
Why are you on the stairwell?
Yeah, why are you on the stair? Come on. Nala's paying better attention than you are. Come back over here to your seat before I get upset. Come on. All right, so now we're ready to go. Moses has got his mouthpiece and his brother's going to help him. Now they're a team and they're about to go lead the Israelites out of Egypt. Ready? So now Moses returns to Egypt. We're almost done. So Moses went back home to Jethro, his father-in-law, and he said, "Please let me return to my relatives in Egypt. I don't Moses said, I don't even know if they're still alive. So he has to ask his father-in-law's permission to go to Egypt, because right now he's tending the sheep. And so they gotta find somebody else to tend the sheep. So he said, go in peace, Jethro replied. And before Moses left Midian, the Lord said to him, return to Egypt, for all of those who wanted to kill you have died. So back when Moses was younger, there were a lot of people in Egypt wanting to kill him. That's a whole other story, which I haven't told you guys yet, but I'll tell you at another time. So Moses took his wife and his sons, and he put them on a donkey, and he headed back to the land of Egypt. And in his hand he carried the staff of God. And the Lord told Moses, when you arrive back in Egypt, go to Pharaoh and perform all the miraculous signs that I have empowered you to do. But I will harden his heart so that he will refuse to let the people go. You know, I've never understood that part. Then you will tell him, this is what the Lord says. Israel is the firstborn son. I command you, let my son go so that he can worship me. But since you have refused, I will now kill your firstborn son. I don't understand that part. So on the way to Egypt, at a place where Moses and family had stopped for the night, the Lord confronted him and was about to kill him. Oh, I know what this is about. Moses never circumcised his son. Okay, that's a hard thing to teach. Yeah, I don't know how to teach that part. Anyways, they had to stop. Essentially, Moses needed to be obedient and circumcise his son, and God was about to kill him because he wasn't obedient. There was something that was just so important to God that God was literally ready to kill him over it. And so when they stopped that night on their way to Egypt and they quickly circumcised Moses' son, and as soon as they did, as soon as it was finished and they circumcised him, hold on, I'll be done in a minute. And it's very hard for me to explain to you what that means. So just know that it's something that the Lord told Moses to do, that he had to do. And it was back then it was important. Today it is not important. And so anyways, it's just something that Moses had to do, okay? And so once he did it, the Lord was no longer about to kill him, and he was going to let Moses be on his way, okay? So that's that part of the story.
Mom?
Hold on, I'm almost done. Now, blah, 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 blah. Now the Lord had said to Aaron, go out into the wilderness to meet Moses. So Aaron went and met Moses at the mountain of God, and he embraced him. Moses then told Aaron everything the Lord had commanded him to say. And he told him about the miraculous signs that the Lord had commanded him to perform. So now he's telling Aaron about everything. This is the first time he's seeing Aaron since the Lord had spoke to him, okay? Because back then, we didn't have cell phones. We didn't have everything to communicate. Like, the Lord sent his brother to meet him, and when they finally met, Moses had to catch his brother Aaron up on everything that the Lord had told him. So then Moses and Aaron returned to Egypt together, and they called all the elders of Israel together. The elders are like the leaders of everybody, the tribes of Israel. Aaron told them everything that the Lord had told Moses, and Moses performed the miraculous signs as they watched. Then the people of Israel were convinced that the Lord had sent Moses and Aaron. And when they heard that the Lord was concerned about them and had seen their misery, they bowed down and worshiped. So this is really good. That means they believed Moses. That's good. Yeah. So they're actually, so remember, Moses was so worried that they weren't going to believe him and like all this stuff. And all of his worries were for no reason, because it says right here that they believed him. And not only did they believe him, they bowed down and worshiped God and were thanking him for remembering them. Okay? So that's what we got for tonight.
Pop quiz.
Pop quiz.
Mom,
What?
can I tell you the joke?
What?
What did the fish name its kid?
Kendall, we're doing a Bible study right now. Oh, that's your popsicle. I don't know what the fish name its kid.
Gil.
Gil. Okay, that's funny. All right. Pop quiz. What did
Can we go?
Moses' staff turn into when he threw it to the ground?
A snake.
Good job. Abigail,
What?
when Moses put his hand into his cloak, what happened? He put it in his cloak.
Can I say
Wait, I asked Abby. What happened?
it? Can I say?
Okay, Kendall, go ahead, tell us.
Okay, it turned snowy white.
Snow White. And was it a disease?
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, it was a disease.
I forgot.
And what happened after he brought it out and he said, ah! And then he put it back in, then what happened?
It was fine.
It was perfectly fine again. Exactly. Good job. When, who did God approve for Moses to use as his mouthpiece?
His brother.
What's his brother's name?
I don't know.
Starts with an A. Moses and Aaron. Aaron. Good job.
I said Aaron. I thought it was Eric. I said Aaron.
All right. I think that's all the.
You only did 2 pop quizzes?
Because I can't think of any. Because I can't think of any more. I can't think of any more pop quizzes. All right. That's our study for today.